Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a scrapbook layout that I titled At the Fair, and I'm using the digital scrapbooking kit at the Boardwalk by Amber Shaw and Kristin Cronin-Barrow. So this is they're from Sweetshoppe Designs. So here I'm starting with the background paper, which is a pattern paper, and then on top I put another pattern paper, and then I have to pay attention so that both sides align. First though, I just try to kind of center it somewhere, and then this one is easy, it just goes slightly underneath the other one, and here I have to then pay attention that it aligns with the other page so that it becomes one consecutive scrapbook layout. This is, by the way, a 6x6 layout that is twice 6x6, so I guess I should say 6x12 inch layout, but is considered a double page spread, I guess. And then again, this side is exactly the same as the other side, only when I get into actually putting photos down and embellishing, then the differences will be. I do like to have some mirroring there. Just repetition is a design principle, but also I don't want it to be exactly the same, and so obviously I do make some differences on both sides. With digital scrapbooking kits, I also, the way I put them together is I design the page in Silhouette Studio. That is, I have rectangles and shapes that I use that I then just drag in the photos, or I can drag in photos too, but that I drag in the pattern papers, and then I can use that to then prepare for printing. So that goes very quickly because I often reuse previous pages that I just adjust, change the shapes to whatever I want it to be, and obviously add new papers depending on what kit I am using or what product I'm using. And so that's a very quick and easy way to do. And here I'm actually realizing that this one doesn't have to be consecutive or continuous because it'll be covered by the photos, so there can be that little gap there, and it doesn't really matter. And so I wanted it to go not exactly the same as on the right side. Again, I am trying to use some repetition, but I don't care for it to be all exactly the same on both sides. So here I'm ready now to glue down the photos, and I'm starting from the inside where there is still a line that helps me to align things there, so it's all in a straight row. With these kinds of pages, I do try to keep things more straight rather than at angles and stuff like that. So here, once I have glued down that line of photos, or row of photos, now I can go with the rest of the photo on the left side, and have the other two photos there also put on this page. And then I can start with the right side. Again, I will start with the one that is on the just on that middle center line that is down the middle of the layout. It doesn't matter, it just depends on where the photos on the layouts are. If I would put the photos on the outside edges, I would start using the edges there. I just want to make sure that I'm straight and somewhat centered with the photos, and that's what I'm paying attention to here. And obviously the patterns do help me there too, because especially with the gingham pattern, I can just easily just count the stripes there to see where about the center is. Here I don't really care, it doesn't have to be the center because I want that little strip of the paper flag there still to be visible to some degree. And once I have the photos all down, I am ready to start embellishing. Here I realized, I could have put those flags down before I added the photos. So far it works though. I can just slide them underneath because the glue obviously didn't go all the way to the edge, and that's okay in this case here. So, but I have run a card along the edges of pretty much all my papers, which makes it pop a little more, but that makes it a bit difficult to tuck them underneath there. And so here I just decide that one, there was glue all the way to the edge, and I thought I could just cover it up if I put that flag at the just on top of the photo there. With the photos being so small, I do try not to cover them up too much, because when you cover up a tiny part of the photo, a big part of the image is lost. And again, with such small photos, I try to avoid that where I can, unless there's just not much that is contained in that image, like shrubbery or something like that. So here, these are die cut tickets, but I did design, I cut them and scanned them so that I have the exact size, and then I designed my own tickets that I just printed and then use these dies to cut them. And so I can reuse them. I could just need to recolor the background or something, or change the writing in there, and I can reuse these for many times when I want to use tickets as embellishments on my pages. Then I have these two word strips there, and then I can start doing the flowers and the rest of the embellishing there. And the flowers are die cut pieces that, together with some stamped leaves there, that I'm putting on in a somewhat triangular form on the layout here. And I guess that mostly finishes my pages. So usually I'm trying to go with the layer underneath first, and that would be the leaves in general. So anyways, I am going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.